guys, this is Bear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. For today's Exos Heroes 101, we are going to discuss about artifacts. So artifacts was introduced to the game when Season 5 was released, and that was about last year, November 2021. And artifacts has been important ever since because we are giving our heroes an opportunity to be stronger and to have a special additional ability for them to be unique. So where can we get these artifacts? So over here in the Air Squadron menu, you can see the buttons below. Just after Hero Recruit button, there's this Summon Artifact. So just press over there, and this will lead you to the Summon Artifact page. On the right side portion of the screen, you can see there are three buttons: the Artifact Chance Up, the Premium Summon, and the Free Recruit. So just like the Fate course, we have a specific banner wherein we are going to have a chance up or a chance to get this particular artifact that's featured for the week. But for artifacts, usually they last up to 2 weeks, so we still have 2 weeks for us, let's say in case you don't have any enough says. So there will be 2 weeks for this artifact waiting for you and giving you the chance to get it. So currently we have here Enchanted Sword Dance Lovely. So this is for defense type heroes, and you really don't have to worry about missing any of the artifacts because usually they get rebanners, and as far as I can remember, this Enchanted Sword Dance Lovely was rebannered twice already. So there is a chance that, let's say, if you don't have any says currently and you don't get a chance to get this, there's a probability that this is going to be rebannered someday again. So just save your says. So just below the artifact chance up, you can see the premium summon. So just like for the heroes, this banner is actually a mix of all artifacts that's current or that are available currently in the game. So you can get the chance to get any of them over here. And the third one is the free summon. And just to let you know, usually what's dropped here are common grades, magical grades, and rare grade artifacts. It seems that based on my experience, I didn't remember getting any legendary grade artifacts here or even the fated ones. So just like for heroes, we need 700 says to pull, and usually it's also 10 plus 1. So if you happen to get artifacts from pulling over here, where can we see the artifacts? There are several ways. First, we can check this through Manage Heroes button. So over here, you can see our current hero, and just below his image, there are 3 buttons. The first one is the artifact, the second is the exclusive weapon, and the third is the artifact. So just press the third button, and you'll be able to see the list of artifacts that you currently have. And just to remind you guys, for every hero, you cannot just equip them with any artifact you want, because isn't it, there are 4 types of heroes here: the attack type, chaos type, defense type, and support type. So the artifacts are also based in types. So let's say for Rakel here, since he is an attack type hero, we can only equip him with attack type artifacts. So you can see here the list. You'll probably observe that the ones who are on top of this list are based on the type of attack. That's for Rakel. So you can see all of the artifacts on the first are attack type artifacts. So it's up to you which artifact you'd like to equip on him. And the second place where we can check artifacts is through the inventory. So you can see here on the upper right portion of the screen, there's this bag icon. Just tap it. And just below the list, you can see there is a bar. In the middle one, you can see that there is a card icon. So that's the artifact button. You'll be able to see here the list of current artifacts that you have in your inventory. And by default, it's sorted based on the highest grade So this is the orange grade, which comes first, then the gold, then the purple ones, then blue, green, and gray. So just like the heroes, the artifacts are also um, differentiated to grades. So the most basic or the lowest grade is the common, which is the gray one. Then next is the magical grade, which is the green. The blue border artifacts are the rare ones. The purple are legendary. The gold is the fated grade. And the orange, I think I don't have the name for the grade of this, but this is not totally the mythic grade of heroes, because if you can remember the kind of border the mythic heroes have, it's usually red, right? So this is orange, so let's just call it orange grade. But for the gold, obviously, it's the fated version. So if you want to check all of the complete list of the available artifacts Exos Heroes has, all you have to do is go to the journal. So going back here, you can see on the right side portion of the screen, there's this journal button. So just press it and press the second one, which is the artifact. And this will lead you to a page where you can see all of the complete artifacts there is in the game. And if you see some of the cards here are in gray, so that means that artifact is not yet available in your list, or you don't have it yet. So for all of the colored ones, those are the ones that already have. So let's go over to some of the artifacts. I'm not just going to show them to you one by one because there are quite plenty. I'm just going to show you probably the orange, fated, and the legendary ones, because also another tip for you guys, if you want to sell or disassemble your artifacts, it's best if you're going to do starting from the rare grade artifacts and below. So you can see also there's this bar just below the list. First one is the all button, second is the 5-star, then 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star. So let's tap the first, which is the 1-star. This is the common grade artifacts. So they are not that useful, but maybe if you're just starting playing the game, they could be helpful to you. But I would suggest if you have better cards, like you don't really have to invest on this. So you can see this is the common grade ones. Next, we have here the magical ones. This is in green. Then the blue artifacts are the rare grade artifacts. So these are the artifacts that you can disassemble and you don't have to think twice about it. But when it comes to 4-star artifacts or the legendary artifacts, I suggest that you should keep them. Unless you have a lot of copies already, so probably you can disassemble them. But if I were you, just keep them for a while because this could be very useful. So just like our heroes, when it comes to legendary grade artifacts, they are really easily dropped whenever we pull. So if ever you're going to pull from the artifact banners, you can see a lot of legendary cards appearing. But when it comes to fated grades, so probably orange is also considered a fated grade artifact because they are combined with gold. So these gold and orange artifacts are rarer and they don't easily drop whenever we pull from the banners. So that means for the legendary grade artifacts, it's easier for us to promote them. So there's a term here called promote for the artifacts, and promote means we can, it's like we are transcending our heroes, isn't it? We can transcend our heroes 5 times. So here for artifacts, we can also promote them to 5 times. So if you're going to promote your artifacts to 5 times, we can level them up at a maximum of level 30. So you can see here currently on the left side portion of the screen, there's this level 30 because whenever you get artifacts by default, it's usually level 0. And if you just have one copy of the artifact, you can level this up to 10, I think. Well, I kind of forgot. But if you have 5 copies of the artifact and you can promote it to its maximum level, you are able to level them up to 30. Okay, let's check it out because I want to show you. I kind of forgot, but let's do it.
King's guard. You won't
So that you'll be able to see what I mean. So if there is an artifact, let's say, this one. So enhance is leveling up. So you can use this material. It's either the sealed article, recovered article, or full article. You can get these materials from events or from Yorm Shop. And you know that Yorm Shop resets or replenishes every week, so you better go check it out once a week and buy these materials for you to be able to enhance your artifacts further. So you can use any of the 3 materials. So if you have a single artifact, we can enhance this or level them up to 15. Yes, you can see it over here. The maximum level of a single card is 15. And if you happen to promote them, so promoting cards is also known as like transcending heroes.
Never mind.
So let's try promoting this. So I'm sure this page is also familiar to you. It's like we are promoting them. So with 1 copy, we can increase their level up to maximum of additional of 3. So from 15, it will be 18 at max. So if you have 2 copies, the additional level will be up to 21. And then with 3 copies, the maximum level is 24. 4 copies, it will be level 27. And for 5 copies, it will be the max of level 30. So this is when you need to think about promoting your cards because, like I said, with legendary grade artifacts, it's easier for us to promote. Unlike for the fated grade ones.
Huh? Oh.
So
Never mind.
let's look at this one. I only have 2 additional copies for this, so I can just level it up to the max of 21. So since they drop rarely when it comes to pulling from their banners, it's really best if you go for the purple ones. But if you're lucky enough, maybe you could. And especially for orange ones, as you can see, I only have 1 copy of each so far.
So I have to kill. Huh?
So over here in the Manage Heroes button, you can see, let's say for battery,
easy opponent.
I equipped her with an attack time artifact. Because even if I try, let's look for a different hero, which I don't have. Which I didn't equip an artifact yet, let's say for Sernando. So he's a attack type hero. Let's say if I'm going to equip him with... Oh wait, I think they've already changed this because before, we can also see the different attack types of or types of artifact there is in the list, but I think they've changed it and we can only see based on the attack type of hero. So before we could press, let's say, defense type heroes trying to equip on an attack type hero, and there will be a message prompting saying that you cannot equip with this type of artifact because we need to equip the hero based on his type. So we can no longer do that. So that would be easier so that we will not commit any mistakes. So let's say for April here, she's a support type hero. You can see the artifact. Ah yes, it's only based on their type. So we can no longer see the other types here. Oh, it so happens that I have Living Melody Biryong 3 copies. And the one who's equipping this is actually Lepin. Okay. So let's go over the different abilities or skill of the artifacts. Let's go back to the journal button, then artifacts. So let's go over to some of the artifacts here. We are not going to go over one by one because this will really take a lot of time. I'm just going to show you some of them. So over here, we can see the first one. We are just going to put this in 0 because that's the level when we get them by default whenever we pull from the banners. So you can see on the left side portion of the screen, there's the level and the name. And currently here, it says Boundary of Life and Death VV. Then just below the name, you can see the type of artifact it is. So it says here defense type. So this can only be equipped with defense type heroes. And just below, you can see the additional stats that's added to your hero. There's 45 for attack, 45 for defense, and 360 for HP. And just below the stats, you can see the artifact skill. And with level 0 or level 1 for artifact skill, it says there 10% chance to destroy a random guardian stone from target when basic attacking. So that's the ability for the card. And just below that, it's actually the description of the card. It says here, a man who has resurrected a dead dragon through necromancy in the parallel world. Any blessing on an individual is wiped away when hit by the breath of the resurrected dragon. That's scary. So again guys, over here in the list, if you can see, there are artifacts here that are in gray. That means I don't have the artifact yet. Let's say for this one, double-sided Persona Melvir. It's still in gray over here. Just like this one also, Lamp of Life Carbon. And this is where we can probably study the different artifact skills, and maybe we could plan for the future which hero should be equipped with this one. So just take note guys that not all artifacts can be equipped with any of the hero. Always double check the type of artifact there is and the type of hero that you want them to be equipped. So for this one, let's say Easygoing Prince Nydia, it's just for chaos type heroes. So again, you cannot equip this with Battery since she's an attack type hero. You can equip this either with Rera, Dorka, probably Jean, who else? Genai perhaps. So you have to be keen about it, or you really have to pay attention. So next here, we can see the gold ones. For Church of Purity Helena, it's a 60% chance to cleanse the buff from one ally at the start of own turn. So actually guys, for the orange grade and gold or fated grade, the artifact skill is really nice. But the problem is the drop rates because they really are difficult to get, or the drop rates for these artifact grades are quite low compared to the legendary ones, because whenever we pull, there's always legendary grade artifacts that's showing up. So let's say for this one, it says Bloody Bath of Extremes Leonard. The artifact skill is 50% chance to grant 30% reflect damage to self. So remember those banshees? So we can be just like them. You can equip this with defense type artifacts, and there's a 50% chance to grant 30% reflect damage to self for 3 turns upon receiving damage, 1 time per round. Let's see this. Increases own effect resist by 50% for 12 turns when own health is at 60% or below at the start of turn. Remove when health is healed to 60% or above. And this is the artifact that my guildmates and I have been talking about, because this is really nice for attack type heroes, because it says here 30% chance to counter the attacker when ally receives damage, one time per 5 turns. This is actually quite nice. It says here, Master of Dodge Ferric increases attack by 10% with every successful dodge. Stacks up to 5 times, remove when attacking an enemy. For this one, Shield of Purity, Aegis, 60% chance to increase critical resist rate by 30% for 4 turns upon receiving damage. This is also nice. So, I'm not going over to each and every artifact there is over here, because the list is quite long and I just don't want to consume a lot of time, because this is just an Exos Heroes 101. So you'll be the one to check this out by yourself and see which of the artifacts here is best suited for your current heroes. So all you have to do, just like the different gear sets. Oh, by the way, speaking of gear sets, I have uploaded a video about gearings yesterday, so you better check it out. So just like with gears, it's really up to us to mix and match the artifacts based on probably our hero's passive. So we can either do experiments, check out, use them in 7-star, and if you think that it's not really that nice, you can always go back to your hero management button and just change them. So that's how artifacts work. I hope you were able to learn something from this video.
Is this all you've got?
Just a little recap. So we can promote our artifacts to 5 times, just the same as for Transcending Heroes. We can enhance them using those materials that we can buy from Yorm Shop, which refreshes every week. And also, it's good to keep those legendary great artifacts because they can be easily promoted up to 5, which is the max. So again, I hope you were able to learn something from our video today, that is. So please do subscribe to my Twitch channel and also for my YouTube channel as well, where you can see all of my other Exos Heroes content and other games as well. And if you have any suggestion, please do drop a comment, because I always read them and I try my best to respond. And I'll see you again on the next video. This is Bear Gaming. Have a nice day, everyone.